Hello Aries, thank you so much for checking out my channel here at Reflexive Moon Tarot. My name is Sarah and I am hosting this general reading happening for you for the full moon in Capricorn on July the 4th. So, channeling some very ambitious and structured and grounded energy that we get from the fabulous sign of Capricorn, and also coming to terms with some of the more rigid, controlling and pessimistic aspects of ourselves that can also be associated with the sign Capricorn. So all the good, the bad, the ugly, that's what we're focusing on. What's a good word? I don't even know. It's gonna take me a minute. I'm having one of those days. Processing. There we go. Speaking of not processing, we got the 10 of Swords reversed, but we're not going to start with tarot. We're starting with Mildred. So what is Mildred showing us on the bottom here? Lighthouse and Ankh. So lighting the way for peace and life. Pitchfork, coming to terms with our inner devil of what we have holding us back or tying us down. The devil card is actually ruled by Capricorn, so it's very, I don't want to say Capricorns are sadistic, because that's not the case. I mean, I guess they are if they're in psycho mode. That Capricorn energy, when it gets a little psycho, it's probably a little bit sadistic. But I'm talking more in terms of, you know, what I usually talk about, which is negative behaviors that are affiliated with the dopamine effect. You can look up those things, take a dialectical approach to analyzing what makes you tick. That is also very Capricornian to do, given that they are very much all about being structured. So the structures that make up how you relate to the world and cope. So let's get into some tarot now. Let's get into some tarot. Just give me one sec. You know, when I think about the devil and the things that are kind of evil in this world, this is a great start. But digressing back to what I was saying, you know, conflict and violence, and this is completely the opposite of that. But understanding what those things are, the way that we resist, you know, it's, you know, that sort of deviance. It's really important to take a look at those things and how we can do them effectively, and also the necessary evil components of it as well. But I just think, this is me wanting to give a little piece of my mind, that the whole idea of individualism, and I feel like this person has a really good understanding of this, or has the capacity to understand this. Individual success is definitely dependent on a collective understanding, a community understanding, knowing that humility is important in order to be successful and to prosper. Humility is so critical to that, you know, especially with the Nine of Pentacles here. It's an understanding of independence, but that also you don't need to reinvent the wheel, or you also don't need to be so arrogant, because I know sometimes Aries, that can be a little bit of your character defect. you don't have to be so arrogant to think that everything you do needs to be unique. You know, human beings, like, there's nothing new underneath the sun, right? Nothing new under the sun. Really. Some things might be dressed up a little bit differently and more fresh, but it's all really a different version of the same thing. Okay. Oh. And we got the Ten of Swords came through upright this time, so moving forward, ending a cycle. Bit of a death involved with that. It's like you're changing. That's good. You know, the full moon is perfect for acknowledging our transformative change, the ways in which we change transformatively. There is somebody that you're interested in, this Queen of Cups. She seems to, or they seem to, I don't want to assume their gender or yours. This person really might get you. They might be able to help you nurture yourself on an emotional level, and also get in touch with your emotions, whether it's through leading by example or being able to sort of manipulate transformative change. Maybe you're speaking to a counselor on some level. The Queen of Cups is a natural counselor, 100%. But I don't think, like, you don't want to lose an opportunity with this person, I'm feeling. So they might not be your social worker. They might be a love interest. But either way, they're definitely someone that you don't want to, I don't know, I'm feeling like you don't want them to be like the one that got away. I don't know where that's coming from, but I guess we're doing a love reading for you today, Aries. And, you know, it doesn't necessarily have to be romantic love. This could be platonic love, like a good friend, someone that you definitely want to stick around for some time because you know that they are, you know, inherently linked to your success. So however that works out. Ooh, good stuff within the subconscious realm. So you have a solid foundation. I would say, like, spiritually, your worldview is quite sound. And you've put a lot of energy output, you know, into the ethers, into the universe, and you're just kind of like waiting for the turnaround. You've made some choices to stay grounded and to focus your ideas and your goals and what it is that you wish for in your life in a balanced way. Like, it's got a great sense of direction as well, and you're quite confident in, you know, the decisions that you've made to move forward, the ways in which you've chosen to foster growth within yourself. That's awesome. Embarking on a new journey. So it's all been very new to you. New things, new good stuffs, new times. A time where you decided to sort of take a risk, take the plunge, try something new. At the same time, you know, you've got at least one person who's loyal to you, who wants to be loyal to you, who may be a little bit, I don't know, like robotic. Why not? A little bit robotic. So they might be kind of boring or very analytical, but, you know, there for you to support you with the risk that you decide to take and to try new things. And then also your ancestral knowledge, the voices that guide us in our dreams. listening to them as well, telling you to take your own, choose your own path. Interestingly though, like you may second guess something, the direct, something, like some decisions that you've made, or a decision that you've made. You may find yourself second guessing or not feeling as confident as you would like to be for whatever reason. I would say go for it. Go for it, or just get yourself grounded again. Go take a stroll on the beach, something like that. Something that's grounding, whatever grounding is for you. And then figure out which way you want to go. This could be travel too. All right. So, the Eight of Wands reversed. I would say that you see, like, your attitude is good. You are very confident in your sense of direction. You're able to see through things quite easily. Through things, through people. Sometimes not initially. You know, we make mistakes, or, you know, the first impressions that people give us can be very misleading. So knowing that eventually, just being confident in the fact that you're able to see through eventually is pretty powerful as far as I'm concerned. I can relate to that on some level. All right. And then we have your environment, which is great. Very Capricornian energy. The Eight of Pentacles. Is this the 8 or the 7? The 8. So the 8 is all about doing. It is the time of doing. It's busy, busy, busy. Getting busy, keeping yourself busy, and holistically as well. So you're busy with work, you're busy with community, you're busy with your spiritual well-being, the way that you stay connected in that way, and making money. That's awesome. Speaking of making money, if you're interested in a personal reading, please do hit me up on my Linktree. Reach out. I am available sliding scale. Alright, the Lovers reverse. So, the choice. Then, of course, the choice is yours. You're really not a fan of making this choice that you feel is in front of you, friend. So, I don't know. I always say pick both. But, only if there's consent all around. So, you know, this is also pick you. You don't want to choose yourself in a situation or do what you want. Do what feels right for you. Like, don't, you know, someone said to me, I was at this like webinar or something, you're the youngest that you're ever going to be right now. So live your life, right? And like, I'm sure being the awesome Aries that you know you are, you can figure it out. And you'll make the right choice. But yeah, I get it. You know, there's a fear in indecision is a mofo. So don't let it get the best of you. Just make a choice. Make a decision. You can do it. Love yourself. Most importantly, love yourself. Because you've been through some shit and you're really holding down a lot. And that is highly commendable. You know, it's heavy, the load that you carry. And you've also been hurt. You've also been hurt. Oh my gosh. In person, I just want to let you know, these cards literally look 3D. So hit me up for an in-person read if you're in the GTA. Okay? You've been through a lot. the situation looks like the bad outweighs the good. And I would say it has to do with this choice that you are dreading on some level. So the five of cups always indicates the bad outweighing the good. There's some wonderful memories. Like, that's great. But is it ever going to get to a point where the good outweighs the bad? I don't know. That's for you to decide. That's you living your life. So let's clarify. And, you know, these two together also might indicate the fact that, like, it's always just going to be heavy. Maybe this person that you might be making a decision about is, like, it's like a trauma bond that you both have. And you've been through a lot together, maybe, and you really love and appreciate this person. But I would say that doesn't necessarily, like, that shouldn't tie you down. Like, don't let that tie you down. Like, there's ways to amicably make things work in a way that is detached. And sometimes that takes time. Also, you know, two willing participants. There's that catch too, but you'll never know unless if you really take the plunge. And you've done it before probably, which is, you know, why you might be reluctant to do it again, Aries. But you can do it. So take some time, because this indicates that you're not really interested in taking some time to really think about it. And make sure that, you know, what the decision that you decide is all about the future of those who, of yourself and those who you are responsible for to move forward into greener pastures, right? So that really is, you know, the commitment. How are you going to deal with all those who you are attached to, responsible for, or even if it's just yourself, to move forward to greener pastures for the purpose of your wellness, forward movement of safety even. Stay safe, Aries. You got this. Thank you so much for checking out this reading. If it resonates, or if it doesn't, please do hit that like and subscribe button. I really do appreciate all of the support by way of digital transactions. And yeah, follow my socials, all the things. Take care and bye for now.